Well, Lee, it's I think we've sickened our Sunderland cameraman. Now we've got the West Bromwich Albion fan here, Helen Ray, is doing our camera work today. It looks like West Brom will be in the Premiership next season, Lee. All I can say is that it looks like 6 points for Newcastle next season.
Could be. Had a strange experience at West Brom once. Turned up and there was no press pass on the door for us, so I had to sit amongst the West Brom fans, which was quite interesting. Yeah,
they are quite vocal minded. They're good supporters, West Ham.
Boing.
We're laughing now, but we weren't laughing at 25 past 3 on Saturday, were you?
Certainly not. No, I thought it was almost like Sam Allardyce was in charge again. You know.
Go and wash your mouth out.
I just thought, they didn't start the word at the races. Seemed to fall asleep in the sunshine. I just thought it's going to be a heavy away defeat. This, it could be 3-4-0. Could be embarrassing.
I was at the 8-1,
All right.
When Little Peter was in goal and Chris Hedworth, I think it was. And they could have had 3 goalies. I thought at one stage it could get as bad as that. But the beauty of Kevin's 3-man attack, Lee, isn't it, that one of them just needs to come off. I mean, I thought Michael and Mark Viduka were a bit disappointing on Saturday, but Oba was fantastic. And yet against Sunderland, Oba hadn't been very good at all. So if you just need one of them to come off, and I mean, without Oba, I couldn't see Newcastle getting back in the game. But
I mean, to be fair, Norm was really in the game, and particularly Oba. I did turn around to you at one point and just was pretty frustrated. He's not chasing any lost causes, you know what I mean? We looked at Dean Ashton, and Dean Ashton ran after that ball all the way to the corner flag.
Right. And you did say that's what Oba should be doing. And I mean, I know you're Oba's biggest fan.
So I mean, I was quite critical of him to start with, and then, but if you just got to look at his goals record overall in his career, and he always gets goals, and just one they gave him a sort of inch of daylight, and he took it, and took it on the momentum to help set up the.
It's funny, it was all about Bobby Moore, wasn't it, on Saturday?
Yeah.
And then the kid that's coming in, you'd be thinking that can be the new Bobby Moore, the kid Tompkins, and he made the mistake, didn't he? That's. But I saw you lot in conversation with Mark Viduka after the game. Was he quite happy and upbeat?
Yeah, I mean, he was quite upbeat, but what he also said was he was a bit disappointed that they didn't go on and win the game. He thought that was a game there for the taking, and the poor start against a club he could have joined last season.
Of course, that's right.
They ran into a sort of 2-0 lead, and he just thought that maybe if they had a better start, obviously they could have took all 3 points. And it was.
But it's at the end of the day, unbeaten in now 7 matches, which takes us nicely into Monday, Monday's match with Chelsea, which I think, because it's turned out to be a big match, we're going to have a bit to say about it. We like to go behind the scenes, and I know we were both particularly upset at the behaviour of Di Canio. I can't even think of his first name, Paolo Di Canio, and he's mob, dear me, that just pushes out the way. I mean, who the heck did it?
Crazy one. I remember being at Arsenal earlier in the season, and Maradona was there. And he was walking around with no bodyguards, didn't need them, and Paolo Di Canio had an entourage of
6 men pushing us out of the way.
And then who comes down the other end of the corridor? Robert Lee, who's probably 20 times the player that Di Canio was. And
with his 2 lads, and one of them, I'm told, is a great player, Oliver. Unfortunately, he was named after me. He's at West Ham, but Kevin was locked in conversation with him, wasn't he?
What's the first time?
Didn't you hear Kevin say it's great?
I'm sure I heard him say something along the lines of his best player ever signed, sort of thing. So
and as I was just beginning to talk to Kevin, and Rob was going out the door, it was typical. Rob Lee, poor player, and I said, hey, don't forget, we remember all that. Remember that one, Rob? So got plenty to look forward to. The last 2 games are going to mean a lot to the opposing team, Chelsea and Everton. And speaking of Chelsea, I mean, I've got to say I enjoyed having Mark Jensen in here last week from the mag in the back page. I thought he talked a lot of sense, probably more than me and you. And they're queuing up to come in now. Who have we got for the next one? Steve Wraith, isn't it?
Steve Wraith, editor of Players Inc.'s to come in for a chat. And he might have a special guest with him. We're not too sure yet.
No, but we'll keep that quiet. So we'll just wait till then. And thank you, Helen, the West Brom fan, and I hope things go well for you.